power this. Let's add buttons and pressure plates to Minecraft. If you want to go deeper, the 26.x modding courses are linked down below. 30 plus hours covering complex block entities with fluid and energy handling, custom mobs, custom networking, and even custom biomes and dimensions. Everything you need for 26.x all in one place, linked down below in the description. Alright, we found back to once more, and in this tutorial we'll be adding custom buttons and pressure plates to our Minecraft mod. Here, once again, continuing the non-block saga, or the non-block blocks. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Basically, there's still quite a few things that are important for specifically the buttons and the pressure plates that we have to look out for. So let's take a look. There's going to be the fluorite button here first. The button, there we go. Now button B, not quite. It is just the button. And the fluorite underscore button right here. And this is can you imagine, a button block? Yes, indeed. Now this one takes in 2 parameters. Actually, 3 parameters. The first one is the block set type. I'll explain it in a second. For the time being, we'll set it to iron. And then an integer called ticks to stay pressed, which I feel like that explains itself. Let's do it at 20, so that's going to stay pressed over here for 1 second. Now, theoretically, you could put in a 1. I don't know if this works with a 1 tick sort of a thing, because I know that there's like something in the redstone community about a 1 tick redstone burst or something like that. I'm not sure if that works. You can test it out if you know about this stuff, and maybe take a look at it. Here, quite important, we wanted to call the no collision method, because it turns out buttons don't have collision. And I also think that the requires correct tool for drop is really not needed for a button, I would say. Now for the pressure plate, what is this going to entail? Also, I didn't explain the block set type over here. We can go into this, control left click or middle mouse button click, and you can see there's a couple of different sort of things that it sets right here. So for example, can button be activated with an arrow? Is false for iron, it is false for gold, and false for copper. And it is apparently also false for... Is there a polished blackstone? Is there for this? I don't even know. Okay, whatever it might be. Basically here, though, you can see cherry, for example, would have this at true. And a couple of other ones have this at true as well. So that's basically mostly wood. Highly recommended to check this out over here. This determines what the pressure plate sensitivity is, if something can be opened by hand and things like that. So very important. The pressure plate block is, of course, a pressure plate block. Who would have guessed? And it doesn't have the 20 because it stays... Well, it stays active for as long as you are on it. With that being said, let's also go into the pressure plate block over here. We can take a look at the blocks class, and we're just going to sort of copy over the properties of this, because why not, right? So we can see that those, well, that's definitely not going to be the case. We're going to have like a map color of, what's fluorite? Maybe blue is fine, okay? So here, there's a couple of ones that are quite important. And ignited by lava is indeed not important, actually. But the important ones are force solid on, no collision here as well. And then we even get an instrument, which I think that's kind of weird that the pressure plate, which of course we need to change here as a name as well, has an instrument. But fair enough, I guess. That is the fluorite pressure plate over here. Most important here being the block set type as well, because that determines what the sensitivity is, which you can only check to either everything or mobs. There's not really that much stuff. You could feasibly also make your own block set type, although I have never done it before. Let's go and move on to the creative mode tab to add those. So there's going to be the button and the pressure plate. There we go. So both of those added to the creative mode tabs, and then we get to data gen. In this case, super simple. Both of them simply drop themselves. So we got one of those where data gen is quite, the block looter at least, is quite easy. Then, of course, well, we can actually duplicate this twice for not only the buttons here, just the buttons, not the wooden or the stone buttons, but the buttons, as well as the pressure plates. And here we just have the button and we have the pressure plate. Let's just do plate. There we go. So once again, those two, I believe, are not needed here. But if there's ever a mod that does something with the buttons and pressure plates, you want to have them added to it. It does just makes sense. When it comes to the models, this is the super cool thing. We just call the button method and pass in the button. We call the pressure plate. Oh, well, you do want to make sure that we are situated correctly. There we go. We're going to call the pressure plate method and we pass in the pressure plate. I mean, it just is that easy. The family call right here, that's so freaking good. It's so easy to use, you know, having this like builder type class. Amazing. Then when we get to the recipe, well, then we once again have a button builder where we call modblocks dot the fluoride button over here with an ingredient.of. The reason why this is ingredient, by the way, is because you could feasibly put in multiple things in there. I don't know why you would want to do that for certain builders, but it's fine. It's okay. This would not be a block. This would be the item, because one block is already equal to 9 items, so we can't do that. So that's going to be that idea. Let's just, once again, we get the unlock by the group and the output over here. This time, though, with mod items.fluorite. So we're going to change that for both the has as well as the get has name for the button. And the pressure plate, once again, has a builder, but it also just has the pressure plate method, which is obviously way easier. We first pass in the pressure plate, and then here we're going to also do the item, I guess, right? I am never sure, okay? My editor is going to make fun of me again, not knowing vanilla recipes over here. Listen, I just use a JI, okay? Why would I ever need to know any recipe whatsoever? Regardless, though, those are the recipes added as well. Do we need any textures? Nope. Once again, no need for textures. We only need the translation. And that obviously should be pretty much trivial at this point, so nothing crazy going on right here. This is going to be data gen over here for the JSON files. I think the button JSON file is actually kind of interesting to take a look at again, because it's actually quite complicated in this instance for a button, because you would think that the button is like not that complicated, but not quite. It's actually, you know, it has quite a few things over here. So there is some pretty crazy stuff going on right there. But generally speaking, that's all that it takes over here for the button and the pressure plate. So let's jump into the game and see if it works. Alright, found us back in Minecraft, and as you can see, both the pressure plate as well as the button have been successfully added to the game. And if I were to, you know, just like, I don't know, do something akin to this, maybe something like that, and then we just put down a little bit of a block right here. Yeah, let's do this. Boom, 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 and then look at that. Oh, and boom. There we go. And feasibly, I could even do this. I mean, that is pretty neat. And you can see that it also is activated by everything, and that the click over here takes exactly a second in this case. There we go. That is a button and a pressure plate added to Minecraft. Well, that's pretty awesome. Nice. As always, all of the code is available to you down below. And don't forget that you can get 14 days of early access if you get the membership of the Stone Brick Supporter tier on YouTube. And then, for example, you could already watch this video right here, which is going to be custom fences. Hope to see you there. So, yeah.